Hello, world. This is Where 18 back at it again for another episode. Episode 11. First off, at the top of the show, I want to thank all you guys for subscribing. I have over 360 subscribers. That's unbelievable. I can't believe it. I know that's not a lot to a lot of people, but to me, who's just starting this in a couple days, that's amazing. I want to thank everybody that has subscribed, everybody that's watched my videos, everybody that's commented, everybody that has just watched the videos and liked it, enjoyed it, and shared it, and find me entertaining. I truly appreciate it. I'm doing this for the people. I got a lot of words to say. I like talking to people, and I enjoy doing this. I be at work thinking of topics to talk about. I'd be so excited to get on here and share what I want to talk about or whatever with you guys. And I appreciate you guys subscribing and watching my videos. So, episode 11, the topic today is, have you ever gotten fired? I've been fired 4 times in my life, and 3 times within the last 5 years. That's unbelievable. I got some crazy stories, especially the first one. The first one is unbelievable how I got fired, and it was all my fault. So right after Air Force, 2002 or 2003, I'm sorry. I go looking for a job. The only thing I'm qualified for is security jobs because I was security force in the Air Force. So I fill out an application for this casino called Fitzgerald's that was downtown Fremont. It's called the D now. So I fill out application. I get a call back. The guy that calls me back, he's a former Marine. He likes me. I give a good interview. He's like, "Don't let me down. You did a great interview. I want to see you work here for a while. Don't let me down. I'm giving you this position." I'm like, "Cool, thank you." And it pays $8.69. I'm like, "Don't let you down for $8.69? $8.69? I guess at the time, I was all right money in 2003, but thinking about it now, $8.69 is not a lot of money at all. I don't even know how I pay bills with that. But back to the story. So I worked there for about 2-3 months. I hated it. I didn't like it at all. I hate security. I despised going to work, but I knew I had bills to pay and stuff to do. So I dredged through working there for 3 months. So one day I'm doing a garage tech, and we got our radios. Our radios are like planted at the top of our coat or whatever. It's cold outside, so it's February or something like that. So I get a phone call from my friend. I answer the phone, but I answer my cell phone like this. Needless to say, I didn't know I was pushing down on the microphone. So my whole conversation goes over the microphone and everybody hears it. All the workers, my supervisor, everybody hears it. And I'm trashing this place. I'm destroying this place. I'm saying, I hate this place. I hate the people I work with. They're all douchebags. They're not good people. They think $8.69 is a lot of money. Like I'm gonna work here forever. They have no goals for themselves. They want to be stationed, and my whole conversation is going over the fucking microphone, the whole thing. So I get off the phone. Like I said, I didn't know I was pressing down on it. I get off the phone and I'm doing my rounds. I'm doing my everything. Nobody says anything to me. Nobody. Not one worker says, "Yo, you were just talking over the microphone. Your whole conversation got on the microphone." Nobody says nothing. So I'm thinking it's a regular day. Nobody says nothing about it. I guess because I trashed everybody, nobody said. Not even my supervisor. My supervisor didn't say anything to me. Nobody said that my whole conversation got over the phone, over the intercom. So this happened on a Friday night, and I had to work. I worked the weekends. So I come into work the next Saturday and Sunday, and I work all day Monday. Monday, I think I was getting off work at 5 o'clock. So Monday at 4 o'clock, I get called into my supervisor's office. I was like, "What's going on? I'm in the middle of the shift. Why is he calling me off? It's almost time to go." He calls me in the office. He's like, "Yeah, you let me down, Anthony." I was like, "Huh? I'll let you down? What'd I do? I've been doing everything right." He's like, "You didn't do everything right. On Friday, you got a phone call? I was like, huh? I was like, yeah, you got a phone call on Friday? I was like, yeah, I guess. He was like, well, everybody heard your phone call over the microphone. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, everybody heard your phone call over the microphone. You trashed everybody. You destroyed the company. You made us look like the worst company ever. And we're going to have to let you go. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, we're going to have to let you go. There was profanity over the intercom and over the microphone and everything. So we can't stand for that. And it was very unprofessional. You know you're not supposed to be using your phone at work anyway. And so we're going to let you go. Thank you for your time here, but it's ended. And then I was like, so you knew you were going to fire me on Friday after work, yet you let me work Saturday, Sunday, and pretty much the whole day today? He didn't have nothing to say about that. But my thinking was they had nobody to cover me for those days. So they was like, let me fire him on Monday when we get somebody in to replace him, because they had nobody to replace me at such a short notice. So they made me work Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And they fired me on Monday. I was mad. I wasn't mad that I got fired. I was a little upset I got fired, but I wasn't mad I got fired. I was mad that I worked the whole weekend when I could have been watching football. I could have watched Saturday morning football and Sunday morning football, but I was at work. Okay, that was the first time I got fired. The second time I got fired was when I quit my 2 jobs working for 2K and as a civilian contractor on the Air Force base out here. I said in the previous episode, I quit both of those jobs to take this job, to have one job, to consolidate both jobs, because I was working too much and I wanted to make enough money where I didn't have to work both jobs. So I took this job. I worked there 6 months. I go in the office one day. I get a call from HR. They hang up. They call right back. They want to see me. I go in the office. They say, we're going to let you go. We made a bad deal and we can't afford your salary. I was like, what? I was like, I quit 2 jobs for this. He was like, yeah, we know, but we can't afford you. We're sorry. So I get fired. The messed up thing about that is everybody knew I was getting fired the day before. The guy sitting next to me, who was my semi-supervisor, knew I was going to get fired that day or whatever. I gave him, because I eat a lot of Laffy Taffies, I gave him my yellow Laffy Taffies because those shits are gross. And we were talking like regular, like nothing was going to happen. And he knew the whole time that I was going to let him, that they were going to let me go. The reason why I knew that he knew they were going to let me go is I texted him. I was like, yo, it was nice working with you. Thanks for teaching me whatever, all the stuff that you taught me in the time I was there. He was like, yeah, I know. It was kind of messed up that they let you go. I knew about it yesterday, but they told me not to say anything. I was like, wow, you couldn't text me and say, well, heads up, you might be getting fired today. So that was the second time I got fired. The third time I got fired was right after COVID, when I got that job working for this motorcycle goods company called RevZilla. And I was like the QA guy. I was moving stuff around, making sure all orders was right. So I was working there. I even got my man's hired there because he was looking for a job, and I got him a job there. And you're supposed to get a referral, a $500 referral if they get hired. If the person you refer gets the job and they hire you, and they hired him. So I'll get back to that at the end of the story. So I'm working there a couple months, and one day I get called to the back and with my supervisor, and he's there with the guy who hired me. I'm like, what is this about? He was like, do you have your tablet? I was like, no, it's in my desk. He was like, is all your work complete? I was like, no, I just got to work. What do you mean it's all my work complete? He was like, well, we're going to let you go. I was like, why? He was like, you didn't meet our standards, whatever that means. You know, that doesn't stand in for unemployment either. If they say that you didn't meet the company standards, you can still get unemployment if you get fired, because that's not a reason to get fired because you didn't meet their company standards. So I get fired that day. He was like, I guess he was waiting for this punchline. He was like, your ride with RevZilla is up. I was like, excuse me? He's like, your ride with RevZilla is up. I think he was practicing saying that he was super corny. I guess he was practicing saying that, and I guess that was his catchphrase or whatever that he wanted to get out there. First of all, that's rude saying that to somebody that you just fired. Like, I feel like trash because I just got fired and you want to practice your catchphrase. Like, I was so mad. So I got fired. So back to the referral. I never got my referral. Like, my man's he was working there well after I had got fired, and I never got my referral. So I called HR. I'm like, yo, I referred this guy. He's still working there. I know I got fired, but am I going to get the $500 for referring him to the job? They said, we'll get back to you on that. Of course, they never got back to me. I never got the $500. I just dropped it. I was like, forget it. It's never going to happen. So I guess that was all bullshit. But after I got fired, I got a better job making more money than my supervisor did. I told my man, I was like, yo, tell the supervisor that thank you for firing me because I got a better job making more money than him. He didn't say that, of course, because he still worked there. But he was like, I'll tell him that you got a better position. So that was the third time I got fired. The fourth and last time I got fired was when I worked for Microsoft. I did not like that job at all. I worked for Microsoft Games. It was all work from home. I worked on Halo Infinite, I think it was. Did not like that game at all. That game sucks. It's not fun. I don't know if it's fun in the real world where you don't have to test it, but working on it, it's not a fun game. So I got the job because I knew the job. I knew everything about testing because I worked for 2K. I was good at, like I said in the previous video, I'm good at giving interviews. I'm great at making people think I know the job. I knew the job, but I'm just saying I was good at eye contact and all that stuff. So I get the job, fully work from home. I have 5 people that I'm in charge of. I'm like their supervisor or whatever. They come to me for any questions. I'm writing reports and all this other stuff. They don't like me from the get-go. One of the reasons why they don't like me from the get-go is most of them have been working there 3-4 years, and they thought they were getting this position that I got. I came in making more money than them in a position that they wanted, so I was under the 8 ball from the beginning. None of them liked me. Even with my good personality, me making them laugh and whatever, it was all fake because a couple weeks later, we got a new supervisor, and he was cool with me, so he told me everything that was going on behind my back. He was like, Anthony, these people hate you. They want you to fail so bad. They come to me telling me everything you did wrong, everything you don't know. They want me to get rid of you. I was like, for real? Because they're not displaying that to me. He was like, it's all fake. They want your job. They want your position. They want you out of there. And they tell me this. They tell me, like I said, they tell me everything that you do wrong, and they want you out of there. I was like, wow, that's kind of messed up. He was like, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you in a different position. I'm going to switch you to a different group, and let's see how that works out after a couple of weeks. So I get switched to a different group. I got a new set of people that I'm on that I supervise or whatever. I'm still not liking the job. I'm actually hating the job. Even though I'm working from home, I'm not loving going to work every morning. So I end up after a couple weeks on that thing, I was supposed to be like perfect. I was supposed to do everything right. I didn't do everything right because I didn't know everything. I wasn't part of the company for a long time, so I don't know everything. So I ended up getting fired from there, which sucks. It sucked and it didn't suck because it sucked that I got fired, but it didn't suck because I didn't like the job. So I got fired. They said you didn't follow the guidelines we gave you, so we're gonna let you go. So I was like, okay. So I returned the equipment and all that stuff. A couple months later, I got a better job. I got a job paying more money. I worked for Fanatics, and it's a seasonal job, but it still paid good money. I was doing IT. I was doing what I got my degree in, and it was a good job. I enjoyed doing it for the seasonal thing, and then I got the job that I'm currently at right now after that. So every position that I've been in that I got fired from, I've found a better job paying more money. You never know what's out there for you. Maybe I got fired for a reason. Maybe I got fired to find a better job making more money. And that's exactly what happened in every situation where I got fired. Even the job where I was making $8.69, I got fired from that job, but I found a job making $13 an hour after that. A big jump from $8.69 is like a $5 jump. And every job after that I've got fired from, I found a better job paying more money, and it's all worked out. So any of you guys have any stories about getting fired? How did you take it? What happened next? Did you find a better job? Did you spaz out at work? Anything like that. Like, subscribe, follow, share, do all that good stuff. I would appreciate it. Like I said, I got a lot of subscribers, 300 something plus subscribers. Let's make it more than that. Like I say in the other video, I dedicate this channel to Angelica B. Have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. Later.